Everybody, it's Mr. Marshall at Stony Lane. I have some words that might go up on your word wall. Okay, so if you have a word wall in your classroom, these are words that could go up on the word wall. And I'm going to do something called a word introduction for you. So, in the word introduction, I'm going to kind of introduce these three new words to you. Sort of like you would get introduced to a new friend. Ta-da! Here is your new friend. So, I'm going to teach you a little bit about each word. I'm going to teach you some ways that you can remember the spelling of these words because these are words that you may not have to memorize, but if you look at them, you have to know how to spell them. Okay, so I'm going to teach you a couple ways that you can remember them. Ready? So here's the first word. This is a word called there, right? Let's spell it together. There. There. Okay, and so this word there, I think, should go on a word wall because it's the kind of word that you use a lot in your writing, and there's lots of other words that sound like this word there. Okay, that you can study together with your teacher or with some friends or look in books for them, but this is the one that we use the most. Okay, and this word there is kind of like here or there. This word there is kind of like there are three ways to spell there. Okay, I'm using the word like that. But the way that I remember this word sometimes is this word there has another word inside it. Do you see it? Here, right? So when we say here and there, that's this one. That's this there. Okay. So let's spell this together. I'm going to trace it on here. You can trace it somewhere else. Like you can trace it in the air. You can trace it in a carpet. And then that'll let your finger and your brain do some talking. That'll help you remember this word. Did you know that? Let's try it. There. Ready? There. Okay, there. Take a look at this word. Take a picture of it with your brain. Ready? Okay, now I'm going to hide it. See if you can spell there. Do the best you can. Ready? How do you spell it? Okay, let's do it together. T-H, right? E-R-E. There. Did you spell it this way? There. There you go. I have another word that I want to show you. I'm going to introduce you to this. And this is a word that we use a lot in our writing. And this is a word that doesn't look like the way it sounds. Sometimes that happens in English. We have words that don't look the way that they sound. Ready? Do you know that word? People. People. The word people has a letter in the middle of it that we don't hear, right? We don't say it. Do you know which letter that is? Right. It's the O. We don't say the O. But if you want to learn a way to remember it, you want to learn the secret way? Here we go. Say it funny. That's a strategy. Say it funny. So if I want to say it funny, that means I'm going to read every letter and the way that it looks. Ready? So I would say Piopoli. Piopoli. Right. And that's a way to remember the word people. I can say it funny in my brain. Piopoli. Now, you don't go walking around saying, hey, there's a lot of Piopoli over there. No, you don't do that. But when you're trying to spell it, you can say it quietly, like whisper that while you're writing. And then you'll remember that there's an O there. Want to try it? Here we go. P E O P L E. Piopoli. Okay, now I'm going to hide it. Ready? Say it funny. Piopoli. Piopoli. Spell it now. I'll give you a little time. Great. Now let's do it together. Piopoli. P E O P L E. Piopoli. Did you get it? People. That's people. All right, I have one more word for you. This is a word that I think you need to pay attention to because it's a word that we use a lot in our writing. We use it when we're talking about why characters do something or why something is the way it is in the world, okay? And it's an important word. It's this word because, okay? Because is a long word. So let's look at the parts of because. Ready? So in because, there's two words, right? Do you see it has the word be and it has the word cause. Do you see that? Be cause. You can remember this word by remembering those two parts. Be cause. Okay? And the be part is kind of easy. It's just two letters, right? BE. It's really short. We see that word BE in lots of places, don't we? The word cause is a little bit longer, and it's a little tricky sometimes because there's two vowels in the middle. And sometimes it's easy to get those two vowels mixed up, right? So we can make up a funny kind of saying about it. We can say, "Hey you," because, "Hey you," because. Okay, that'll help us to remember that the A comes first and the U comes second. We can also think about it's got the word use in there. Do you see it? We use this because it'll make it easier. Just make up a sentence, okay? Take a look. See if you can take a picture with your brain. This is the longest one we've done today. Ready? Because. Now I'm going to hide it. All right, try to spell it. I'll give you a second. Okay, let's spell it together. B E C A U S E. Because. You want to know one more way to remember that word? Let me show you one more way. This one more way is to do something that I learned from a professor who's really smart. And she said, write the word on your hand. Don't tell your parents I taught you this, because then you're going to have to use lots of soap and water to get it off. Well, you will anyway, right? So I'm writing the word because on my hand, and I can just look at it and see it all day. Funny, right? But you do have to wash your hand when you're done, okay? And that way, when you're writing, it's right there. When you're writing, you see it. Or even when you're not writing, you see it. It's a way for your brain to take a picture of it all day. And then you'll remember, okay? Because. You'll remember because you see it all day. So think about these words. Try to remember them. Maybe think about words the way we did today by looking for other words inside them, by saying them funny, or by using other things, other strategies to get them into your head. And I'll see you next time.